Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Prime Time with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alex Stein, and tonight it's kind of a somber evening because we made a huge mistake yesterday. I didn't make a huge mistake, but a very powerful person on my team made a disgusting error by trying to pit two enemies against each other for clicks on the internet. One of the most disgusting things that anybody could ever do. I couldn't imagine doing that. So tonight, I just want to give my sincerest apologies to both Eric and Ethan for the disaster that happened. And I also want to bring on my attorney and my representative in this case. You know him as Darius P.
Morning.
Good morning, Darius.
How's it going?
Not that good. Did you see we had a big debate planned and Jimmy messed it up. He didn't tell the guests and they felt that they were bamboozled into a battle that they didn't sign up for.
Damn. Didn't get the memo. That's horrible, though.
Did you ever watch the show?
Of course. But I mean, I missed that portion somehow, though.
You did watch it, but you just missed that small part.
Yeah.
You're such a good attorney. You always say the right stuff. But I don't really have much to say. I didn't do anything wrong. I've never done anything wrong ever on this show. I mean, literally, I'm infallible. But that's neither here nor there, other than my fire issues and some of the sexual stuff that we've done on the show, feeding good bananas. Other than that, I would give myself a B+ on behavior. What would you rate my behavior?
The same. So which fruit might be next, though? I mean, a pear, an orange,
Which fruit? You want me to feed you?
Yeah, of course. I love pears and oranges.
We got in trouble for that last time. I can't feed you stuff anymore.
You feed me another,
I'll feed you some more crap.
Yeah.
You're hungry, aren't you?
Of course. Oranges, pears, tangerines, nectarines.
What about an eggplant?
I hadn't considered an eggplant, but okay.
You know what the eggplant emoji means?
Yeah. I'll try it.
All right.
It's rather tasty,
All right, Attorney Presley over there. We want to get to my soon-to-be fired producer. I know he wants to make a statement about the mistakes that he made.
Okay, well, it's been a very stressful 24 hours. And so if you live under a rock, yesterday we advertised that we were going to have a debate between Ethan Van Sciver and Blaze's own Eric July. And we had to cancel it last second, right before the show. And both sides were, talking about it online. A lot of drama, a lot of people. I tried to explain it briefly at the beginning of the show, but we were kind of frazzled. So I will give you exactly what happened. So last week.
Oh, gosh. This is already boring, Jimmy. Why is it when you talk, it's so damn boring?
Okay,
literally, everybody wants to know about the drama. They want to know why you caused this and why you would pit Eric July, an employee at the Blaze, against his arch nemesis, Ethan Van Sciver, who I happen to be friends with. But go ahead.
Okay. Last week, Ethan Van Sciver reached out to Alex, said, would like to come on the show.
We were on a mutual podcast, yes, and we agreed. Hey, come on.
We said, fantastic. He's very popular. We will book
He's got
him.
a great channel. He's an incredible artist. We're big Ethan Van Sciver fans here. We really are. He's only been nice to us.
No, we genuinely are. He was on the show in the early days. But so I DM'd him on Twitter. I followed him on Twitter last week. I hadn't followed him before then. So we booked him.
I think he had his account taken down or something too. So I don't know. Maybe you were following his old one.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
But anyway, this past weekend, he started being critical of Eric July, who is a Blaze colleague.
Well, he's been critical of Eric July for months, if you've been paying attention.
Yes, but I have not, because I didn't follow him until recently, and I don't follow the comic book stuff. But anyway, we saw he was being critical of Eric, so we were like, okay, well, we would need to address this because it's a Blaze colleague. How do we go about this? So, and I'll bring up the text. So there is.
Oh God! Now you're sharing text messages.
No. I'm just reading exactly what I said. I just don't want any room for a misunderstanding.
No, leave a bunch of room. We want that. This is the best thing for our show ever. Now everybody's talking about it, and now they don't know the real reason. So really, we don't want to give them the real reason. We want to be very vague.
I'm gonna say everything so we can never talk about this again. So we wanted to reach out to Eric. So I said yesterday at 11:15 a.m., I texted Eric, "Hey, Eric, this is Alex Stein's producer. We're having Ethan Van Sciver on the show today, but we were wondering if you wanted to come on the show as well. You can join via Skype if you don't want to come in the studio. I know y'all have been beefing online, so I think it would be a good way to set the record straight. Let me know if that works for you. Thanks." A little back and forth. Eric was hesitant. And then this is what he said. "Interesting. So the goal is to platform him and have him talk about myself. Seems like an obvious, purposeful move to just go on a platform that I obviously contribute at to talk down about me." And I want to start. Ethan wasn't even going to talk about Eric on the show. He wanted to promote a new project, but since Eric is a colleague, we obviously had to bring that up because it'd be kind of awkward not to. But so I responded.
We were going to defend Eric.
Yeah. So this was my next text. "Alex is obviously planning on defending you, but we thought it would be better if you defended yourself. The purpose of the show will be to figure out the beef, and if it can be settled, not to fan the flames or talk shit about you. If you're changing your mind about coming on, you're welcome to appear today. If not, let us know if there's anything specific you'd like us to bring up that you haven't already discussed online." And then eventually he said, "Okay, I'll come on." And meanwhile, we had not told Ethan any of this. Ethan was completely in the dark. And that's
we had a little bit of a Joe C. Bryson Gray situation because that show was a hit, one of our most successful shows.
Yeah,
so
well,
we're kind of trying to
in hindsight, we should have hit both Eric and Ethan up sooner. But anyway, from Eric's perspective, it looked like we were trying to like ambush him, surprise him, had on this guest that we knew was going to talk bad about him, and then the day of, 11:15, text him, "Hey, you want to come on and defend yourself?" So from his perspective, it looked like we were kind of strong arming into it, and it basically kind of was a bad look. And
for you, a bad look for you.
Well,
and Jimmy, we're losing viewers. I'm watching this. Our numbers are going down on this board.
I'm trying to explain everything.
No. Let me explain something to you, Jimmy. You're a dumbass, okay? You have a mental issue. You went to Princeton, so you think you're so freaking smart. Now, George, take the wide camera. I want to show everybody
I have to finish the explanation. Because we want to be clear. Ethan found out because we tweeted the logo, and I thought we had told him, but there was some miscommunication. So Ethan had nothing to do with this. He didn't do anything wrong. Eric didn't do anything wrong. It was just a poorly set up trying to get to debates.
Wrong.
I did all the things wrong because I was trying to basically address him criticizing a Blaze colleague, and it just all went bad. I handled it poorly. I apologize to both Eric and Ethan, and hopefully we never have to talk about this again.
All right, George, is that camera hooked up, the middle camera? Let's just see that one. Show this. So now you guys probably see on this beautiful. No, this camera's probably pretty good.
Okay, but I have to say one more thing. Just there was one other thing go online. So like after internal discussions, after we realized kind of how it came off to Eric and it looked like a setup from his perspective, we just decided to cancel it because it was like too much drama and it just was coming off bad from all sides. So that's why we decided to cancel it.
Well, now let's go to this little screen right here. If you'll notice on this screen, you're going to be able to see a picture of Jimmy. Now, this is a compilation of Jimmy's worst moments on the show. This is him constantly messing up the guest name, how they purposely spell things.
The one part on scene is my favorite, though, when Danny Saint got revenge.
That's when he got revenge. Yeah, he beat my ass because I was calling you by your birth name, which you're ashamed of. You're not even allowed to use. So now I want to show this camera, Jimmy. Because of you, this is what we're going to get. This is what happens, Jimmy, when you mess with the freaking Blaze and you mess. Get up, Darius.
Should Darius move?
When you mess. Darius, sit on here. Sit in my chair. This is what happens when you mess with Primetime 99 Alex Stein, Jimmy. This is what happens. I'm going to wait till you're on the screen. Darius, put your hat forward. This is what happens when you're a bitch ass like this. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of this crap. This is what I'm sick of. You're dumbass, Jimmy. Freaking always messing everything up. Jimmy, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. It's just bull crap. Take all these wires out. I don't want to get shocked. But I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you always sucking at your job. This stupid comic games bullshit. I mean, seriously, give me a freaking break. I'm sick of all this drama constantly causing me headaches. Do you understand that, Jimmy?
I do now. I didn't yesterday, but now I do. I learned my lesson.
Okay, now get back in your seat.
And again, sorry to Eric July and Ethan Van Sciver. This was my fault. Neither of them did anything wrong. I was just trying to make good content and thought it'd be a good discussion, and I totally and completely failed and poorly communicated with both sides.
And I don't even think we gained any live viewers from you smashing that TV.
No, we gained, we were at 796. We gained one.